Are starting. Quiet. God damn it.
Merry
Storytelling
Christmas.
Podcast, episode number 71. Best beginning ever. Welcome to the Storytelling Podcast, where everything's fictional, even you. And now, here are your hosts, two guys and a girl who lie for a living, Garrett, Zach, and Chrissy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Storytelling Podcast. The podcast is all about fiction, making more fiction, and telling the best truths through the medium of lies. I'm your host, Garrett Robinson. With me, as always, faithful co-host, Z.C. Bolger, author of Danny Calloway and the Puzzle House, Chrissy Moss, author of A Ton of Bites. A ton of Bites. A ton of books, including Small Bites. Wow.
Forgotten
it's going to be
one.
one of those episodes.
Footsteps.
Forgotten one. Footsteps.
Wait, I didn't get all my books mentioned.
The upcoming novel, The Mermaid's
Yeah,
Curse.
because you don't matter.
And Scott Richards, author of Guardians of the Shroud, Defenders of the Shroud, and Survivors of the Shroud. We've all written other books as well. I mean, come on, like we just have to. We just go through the highlight reel basically when the show.
My highlight reel is Danny.
Well, I see.
No, I'm kidding. I don't even.
Here's the thing that I always run
I
into
don't even
is
care.
like I want to mention, Mid-Realm and the Ninja Man and da-da-da-da, but then I feel like I'm horning in on your self-promotion. Horning. But, yeah.
Well, that's fine with me, though.
Yeah, I know it's fine with me.
Jesus Christ, that was
And now
loud.
you must pay.
I'm turning
Who's
it
got the
down.
lightsaber?
I'm turning it down.
God damn it, Chrissy.
Sorry.
No Mimi cupcakes for you.
By the way, I'm already far in, so this is going to be one of those episodes.
Oh, I didn't know it was a drinking episode. I have eggnog upstairs. I was told was spiked.
But I
Zach?
thought aren't you
Go get
on
it.
like a no drinking
No.
thing right now?
No, I
Really?
have 4 days off of that no drinking thing.
FYI.
Well, go
Every
go
show
grab the
is a
eggnog.
drinking episode.
We will let you run away from the thing if you want to go grab it. Go grab it.
No interest.
No, come on. Let's make this a really, really fun, awesome episode.
Let's make this fun and get wasted.
Make it fun for the audience.
I don't have a mic stand. I think it would be bad.
No, I don't think it would be bad. I think
Really?
I think if you dropped the microphone, it would be hilarious. It would be the best ending to 2014.
So what I'm hearing, Zach, is that if you don't have a mic stand, you can't drink.
Exactly.
As Scott
Tell me
on
more.
the mic stand.
Tell me
there.
I
Yeah.
saw that, but he doesn't have. He has a normal handheld microphone, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's in your
I
hand,
don't want to
right?
get into it. Okay.
Fine. We're not gonna push alcohol on Zach if he doesn't want to have any. Fine. Be a little.
All the
pussy.
cool kids are doing it.
Welcome to the Storytelling
thank
Podcast, everybody. We've got a few people watching live. Hi. It's the end of 2014. Christmas is almost upon us. I'm going to be so
Oh,
glad
God.
to see this year go. Oh, my God. What's
Yeah, you know what?
everybody been up to this week?
I was just going to say Facebook has been posting that, do you want to post about having a great year? And I see everybody else's go up. And you know what? It hasn't asked me yet. It hasn't asked me once. Because it knows. Because it fucking knows.
Facebook's
You know
like, do you want to... Oh, no, Scott, no.
Never mind,
No.
dude. Never mind.
Okay.
Take
So-
Moving on to the next.
I saw mine for the first time today, and all it said is a picture of me, books by Chrissy Moss, and a picture of me, and that's it. That's all it said.
Wow.
Here's your year.
You want to share it with people?
You posted a picture.
A picture and some book covers, and that was it. I don't like Facebook much.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
pretty good.
almost never go on Facebook, and somebody's like, "Hey, dude, you didn't respond. I tagged you in this thing." I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck Facebook, fuck that place. I don't like it at all."
Yep.
What?
It's the Newcastle talking.
What?
Fuck Facebook. I don't like that.
Fuck Facebook and fuck everybody that uses it. You can all just fuck yourselves. I'm gonna delete my author page.
now.
I'm throwing my toys out of the sandbox and I'm deleting all my YouTube comments. No, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Probably not this week, but definitely next week. I'm going to make a YouTube video on my vlog called "My Most Hated Video Ever," and I'm going to do the Jimmy Kimmel thing. I'm going to read the comments from that one video that still to this day gets 2 or 3 really, really horrible, hateful comments. Like every single day, this video is just racking them up, just racking up comments. Just people just being like,
Which one?
the "I am a feminist and a social justice warrior."
Oh, that one.
That is my most hated video of all.
That's
Fine.
amazing.
Oh my God, people are berserk. It's so sad. It's like,
That was actually a good video.
yeah, it's
I
just
haven't
like
seen
you're just proving
Have you
literally
seen any of his
everything
videos?
in the video.
No, he invited
watch
me to
my
something called "I Suck and I Can't Finish Books," and I have a feeling that was about Ninja Bread Man, and I was gonna click on it.
Yeah, that was last week's podcast.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I didn't
Yes,
get
and
to
you
watch
just
it.
never came in.
I know.
I'm gonna give everybody who's watching live a very brief sneak preview of these comments because they're pretty incredible. But talk amongst yourselves. Zach, what's been up with you this week? What have you been up to?
Been doing my thing, yo. You know, just waiting, sitting, twiddling my thumbs for Ninja Bread Man 2.
Yeah,
basically.
Waiting
that was
for
what
it.
we talked about last week.
Yeah. How did that?
Dedicated a whole show.
We basically decided that Garrett is an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. So that justifies why we still don't have Ninja Bread Man 2, I guess.
Not gonna lie,
I think
I
we
felt a
kind
little
of
sick
came
and
up
fiddle.
with a solution
What was the solution? Just not
That-
publish it?
that you two need to get together again and talk about it so that
Yeah,
he can-
honestly, that was like my takeaway from last episode was I want to have a story meeting about it because I'm just like honestly
not
I just
feeling
said-
it.
Yeah, like right now I'm totally not feeling it. I'm just like, so we'll sit down, we'll have a story meeting, we'll sort it all out. I just know you're super busy right now, so we'll
I
work
am.
it out.
Yeah.
And I'm also not doing things. So anyway,
Yeah.
um,
I have a lot of people asking me about Realm Keepers 3. I have many actually, people getting on my ass about Realm Keepers.
I know. See, that was the thing. That was another thing we talked about last week. Is like, I would much rather start working on Realm Keepers on the 3rd Realm Keepers book than finish Ninja Bread Man 2. But at the same time,
chapters.
I know. But like, I don't want to just sit down and just write them if I don't like them. You know what I mean?
Which I understand.
Yeah.
So we'll have a story meeting about it. We'll get them written.
Yeah, exactly. We're good.
We'll get it out
Jeez,
there.
Zach, you and your
Scott, what have you been up to?
impossible expectations.
I'll just interject with a comment here. I'll just do this in between threads of dialogue. So there's the always classic "You're a faggot and a cocksucker." That's a
That's
comment
fair.
on the video.
That's fair.
And
Merry Christmas.
this person's YouTube username, too much. Number 2, too much. Number 4, these bitches. Too much for these bitches.
Well, that means that he would know what he's talking about
yeah, definitely.
when it comes.
He has all of the
being
bitches.
a
So,
cocksucker.
you know.
And he asks them
You mean
frequently.
he really knows what a fag is? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he goes, "Now, bitches, I came to your yard. How was that milkshake?" I just imagine that
Hoplite.
that's how he speaks.
User Hoplite says, "Get a vasectomy." Too late. My seed hath been spread.
Thrice.
Couch Potato says, so the title of the video is "I'm a feminist and a social justice warrior," and Couch Potato 343 comments ... and an annoying cunt.
These are fun.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, see, that one was just implied.
Oh, fantastic. I feel like we're missing out on some good YouTube comments, but they're not loading for some reason. I'm very upset about this.
I like that one. It's the best so far.
I know, right?
Here, I'll ramble a little bit and we'll see if more load.
Go.
So I've been busy. Speaking of not feeling it, and then after our conversation last week and whatnot, I kind of decided that for now I need to kind of abandon Hero because I've been trying to write it for like 6 months now, and I've just made zero headway. I just can't.
How
I've lost-
many words were you into it already?
Well, it was going to be a set of 3 novellas. The first novella was about 26,000 words, and that one's finished. And now it's halfway through the second one. But I hit a stopping point, and I know what's going to happen in the story, and it's exciting, and it's great, and it's fun, but I just have no motivation to write it. So I decided for now I need to just move on to other stuff. The second I moved on, I sat down to work on my next project and immediately put out 1,500 words, like without even trying. So it's like, yep, that was the problem. So right now I am rereading my book Before the Shroud and sort of creating a information codex to keep track of all the details. And I'm working on the next book in that series. And I'm just going to do book 2 and book 3 and then just head that out. Other than that, I'm designing merchandise and calling bookstores to set up book signings. So there's going to be a couple book signings here for me in my area. Local bookstores probably around January.
Your area is Sacramento, yeah?
Sacramento.
Okay, if you're in Sacramento, go check it out. There's stay tuned. And by the way, this would be a good time to mention, just because I'm thinking of it, and who knows when I'll think of it again. This I do mean for this to be the end of the year episode, not just on the audio feed, but on YouTube. Like next week, let's just take a week off. Speaking of merchandise.
Wait, a week off? Come on, guys.
I know, right? A week before we should. Oh wait. No. Speaking of merchandise, though, I want to give a big shout out to teepublic.com, teepublic.com. That's where I have designed some new shirts that are available, and they're actually pretty good. I ordered a couple of them, and I like them. Actually, you know what? Let me run and grab them real quick. I'll be right back.
One?
Huh? No. This is an old shirt, which honestly I like the quality. I'm not very happy with. So that's why I moved to a new.
Where was that one from?
This is from cafepress.com, which I tried.
I've actually been messing around Zazzle, and that seems good.
Zazzle? I'll check it out.
I checked
I'm
out
gonna go
Zazzle.
get these other shirts. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Okay, bye.
I checked out Zazzle. They have a pretty good arrangement of different things that you can use, but
Yeah.
it seems kind of, I don't know, it seemed kind of low quality when I actually got a couple of their merchandise.
I've been doing a lot of research on different sites and the quality and stuff, because it's like this whole balance between like cost and value and quality. And from everything I've read so far, Zazzle seems to have some of the best, and then they also give back some of the best royalties. Which I'm not making the merch necessarily to like make a hot fortune, but it's like if I do sell stuff, I also don't want to be cheated on it. So.
Yeah,
Right. I mean,
I'll check out
the
Zazzle.
best option would be, hire somebody to do a run for you, but then you have merchandise stuck in your house, and you have to send it out, and all that other crap.
Yeah.
Chrissy, are you wearing a Pirate Ninja shirt from Loot Crate?
I am!
That's kick-ass. I have that same shirt.
Oh my God. Okay, so I have to say this. I found out my Megan, my wife, got basically. I get an email one day, and I'm like, wait, what? And the email says, Garrett Robinson, welcome to Loot Crate.
Oh,
I'm not a Loot Crate subscriber. And it's like,
She bought you
welcome to the club. And
Christmas?
yeah, it's a Christmas present. So I came down because I suck at withholding things, and like even trying to withhold things from Megan, it's just stupid.
That is a good quality in your relationship.
It is actually. So I just come down and I'm like, sweetie, did you get me anything cool for Christmas? She's like, a lot of things. Do you know about them? And I'm like, I know about all of them now. So this is one example of a shirt. I just happened to get blue because I happen to like blue on myself. But there you go. That's a Realm Keeper shirt. But it's available in and this is cool. It's available in all of the Realm Keeper's colors, as well as just plain black and plain white. So like if you want red for the Keeper of Fire, or pink for the Keeper of the Mind, etc., like you can get it in all of the Realm Keeper's colors, or black and white.
So why do you think that's better quality than the Cafe Press one? What's wrong with it?
The fabric is really nice, and the way that it's printed onto the fabric is much more like this is. I don't know if you can really.
That's more
see
like ironed on, and that's more inset. and
Exactly.
fabric.
One
Yeah.
of them's screen printed and one of them's iron-on, right?
Yeah, and it's not like it's already faded and kind of dingy.
Well, gee,
and
if it's just iron-on, then you could print it at home and do it yourself.
oh yeah, because I
That'd take
really
way
want to
too
invest
much
that
time.
much time in something
Well,
that makes me
I
like.
mean, but I mean, if that's what it is, then that's not very good quality at all. If you're paying
if
that
it gets
much
to
for
the
it.
if it gets to the point where we're actually like selling a bunch of shirts, maybe I would
No.
consider doing that.
No.
So Garrett,
No,
let
if
me
you
ask
were selling
um,
that many shirts, you would want to go to a silk screen printer
Yes,
who would do it
Check
properly.
this out. that
Nice.
looks a little dark in the camera, but it doesn't look that dark on the thing.
no,
This is
it looks
for-
badass.
Yeah, this is for Nightblade, and I actually really like this one.
That's super.
I'm gonna, but unfortunately, this is a woman's shirt. This is my wife's shirt, so.
So I kind of would have liked that with just the picture on the front with the words on the back across
Oh,
the
okay.
shoulder
I
blades.
like it on the front too.
Well,
I
it's
think-
really. I mean, it's really easy to switch. And TeePublic has a thing which, when you publish a shirt, it's on sale for 72 hours at $14, which is really
Oh.
really good for print on demand. And then
Yeah.
after that, they go up to $20. If you do happen to be watching and you want to check those out, it's at garrettbrobinson.com/merchandise, and I'll add a link to the Realm Keeper site as well. But obviously, the Realm Keeper shirts, Zach and I split the profits, and the Nightblade shirts go to me. So
So Garrett,
something that
what's the cost of the Cafe Press T-shirt? Like
this
if I was gonna go buy it, how much would it cost me?
$20.
So
For
$20
iron-on.
for both.
No. I'm sorry. $25. And these are
So the
14
cheap
when you
one-
first create them.
Right, but then they go to 20.
Yes.
So you $5 cheaper for the customer, and it's obnoxiously better quality.
Yes. Did we suddenly enter an infomercial? What the hell is that?
I want.
So it's $5 cheaper for the customer and better quality? Yes, Scott, it is.
Well, we should totally get them to sponsor us.
I know, right?
The chopping, the peeling.
I miss having. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't know if everybody knew this. Like, we said it. I think we were fairly obvious about it, but like we used to be sponsored by Author Marketing Club. They actually paid us. We got money for that. Like,
Nice.
we were paid, and we used that to host the podcast. But there was extra, and they paid us like every 3 months. So it's like every 3 months, it's like, here's a little extra money, and that was nice. If anybody
was
wants to
fun, yeah.
sponsor the podcast, we will sell our fucking souls, unless you are Smashwords.
And no, I wasn't trying
Well,
to do
I
that.
get sponsored by
Nice thing.
Smashwords if they give us enough money.
You would.
All of the nice things you said about Smashwords, I think they should be pounding down your door to give you money.
Yeah. Or to shoot
Or
me in my
something.
sleep.
Mostly shoot you.
Garrett, we should have a shirt that says "My name is," and then it should be a name, and I'm living a double life, and then realmkeepers.com on the back.
Where they could customize it with their name or whatever.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be amazing, and unfortunately, I don't know of a place that offers that service, but that would be fucking incredible. If you find it, I will put it up. We have a lot of comments, by the way. Dylan Perry said a few minutes late, but here, hello all. Hi, Dylan. And then Adam Bailey said it's the end of the year podcast as we know it, and I feel fine.
Oh, I was just about to make that joke.
That's awesome. Anyway, we have another good. I found another good comment on my on the feminist video. Wow, I hate this. I utterly hate every aspect of this video. Oh no, that's not the good one. But this is it's okay. There's so
Too
much
late.
fashionable estrogen oozing out of the internet these days. It's sickening. And then the next one is, if you think that.
Must really think it's funny.
No, that's the whole comment.
If you think that. If you think that everyone
How
that
do you spell
disagrees with feminism is against equality, I can only say, you're a humongous twat who likes to swim in a pool of semen.
What the hell?
You just can't argue with that logic.
You can't.
That's
you can't
fact.
say- what can you say about that?
Nothing.
And who's that one by?
That is by Rumdreg.
Ah, Rumdreg. Good old Rumdreg.
Okay, so tonight I was. This is not related to the video. This is a hilarious other thing that happened. Tonight I was streaming Hearthstone on Twitch, and somebody came into the comments and asked me if I had heard of an item in the game, and it's it's a horn. It's the gape horn.
Cool.
And I
Is
said,
this
no,
an
I haven't
actual
heard of the
thing?
gay porn.
Oh.
I haven't heard of the gay
Gay
porn.
porn.
No,
What's gay? What's the gay porn?
it was produced. It was
That's what I
produced
said.
by.
Oh, wait. Fuck you. God damn it.
Well played, sir. Well
And
played.
that person immediately subscribed to me, and I was like, it was worth it. Oh,
That's hilarious.
what an asshole.
Video game designer Michael Hunt is very ingenious that way.
Yeah.
Are you getting more viewers on there? On Twitch?
Slowly but surely, just like YouTube, it's like, you know, it just pocket, and then, you know, you can imagine that, like, at one point, the reason that I like keeping multiple channels open is because eventually something breaks. You know, some video goes viral, or some book becomes, you know, like an Amazon #1 bestseller, and then it feeds everything else. If all of a sudden, like, a book became like a #1 bestseller on Amazon, I would suddenly have 50,000 new YouTube subscribers and Twitch subscribers and Twitter followers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's I think right now I have like 20 Twitch followers. It's nothing. It's you know,
Look at
it's
you,
tiny.
Mr. Popular.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Right? I've only been doing it for like 3 weeks though.
my update, because I do have one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Update.
I've been doing my vlog, which I have consistently missed a day, like, every week. So, but I keep doing it, and I figure I'm going to keep going. I might just keep doing it, at least like 3 times a week, just because it's fun. I've actually started enjoying it instead of just being a challenge to myself to get on the camera.
That's
But
awesome.
last night was really good because I posted one that was about my insecurities, or I guess my irritations with working for a corporation called Conglomerate. And somebody actually sent me a really, really nice email that was very encouraging.
That's
So
awesome.
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm getting more subscribers and people listening and commenting, and that's kind of neat.
That's cool.
Dude, to be totally honest, I just want to say this right now. I get interaction with lots of people and lots of social media. YouTube comments, except for certain videos, YouTube comments are my favorite because nowhere else do people get like as personally connected. You know what I mean? Like on Twitch, on Twitter, they don't get to see your face, they don't get to hear you talk, et cetera, et cetera. So like you can have dialogue and conversations, and that's great. But dude, my YouTube comments are the fucking best thing on the internet, except for certain videos.
Yeah, I love watching videos and stuff on YouTube. I stopped reading the comments of most of the videos I like because when you get so many subscribers, the top comments tend to be people being dicks. And I just don't want to deal with dicks. You know?
Really?
I've got a boyfriend. That's the only dick I want to see.
Okay.
That, by the way, that is my personal philosophy that leads me to wear sandals all the time. Zach can tell you, and anybody who knows me knows, I wear sandals all the time. And people are always like, dude, you just walk around in sandals. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, it's not necessarily a great look. And I'm like, keeps my feet nice and aerated. And I am not trying to get laid.
I walk around in sandals, if not barefoot, all the time.
Yeah.
It's like I stopped wearing makeup a long time ago because I don't care.
Speaking of fantastic YouTube comments, here's another couple. This whole video was basically a mental hand job to himself because he thinks he's so great. That's from Hurtbox TV. And then VR.
So you're
that
not
one makes
allowed to
sense,
read
though.
my comment from that video. You're not allowed to read it.
Okay. What did you say?
I
Uh-oh.
don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure
I
she
didn't call you
actually
a douche.
wrote all of these.
I mean, if I was going to call you a douche, I would do that to your face.
Yeah. And then VRS Ask AYZX says, you sound like a complete tool. Go suck up to the stupid feminazis in hope to get laid. In hope to get laid. That's not proper grammar. I just want to say that.
In hope.
Yeah, because you're never getting laid again, apparently.
I know, right?
Oh,
Fun. Oh, people on the internet.
Feminazis should be a straight to Netflix movie.
Feminazis.
Dun, 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 dun,
That
dun.
sounds like that sounds like a Johnny and Sean book. Feminazis.
Speaking of great usernames, and this is a legitimately great username because I want to see this thing exist in the real world. We have a comment on the video that says from Donut Sandwich 01 that says, "I think my favorite moment of 2014 was watching The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies." And I agree. I also really really loved that movie.
I haven't
But
seen it.
Donut Sandwich, can you imagine?
A
Donut bacon sandwich.
Yeah, there's a place around here in LA that do like crazy donut things.
No. I
Yeah.
want it in my
It's like
face.
gourmet donut like restaurant.
That's what she said.
I have
in
5
my
days
face
off.
thing,
I think we're
yeah.
going to be going on a couple trips.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Will Ferrell's Land of the Lost?
No.
Yes.
When he's sitting there, and he's eating the donut, and the chick asks, she's like, "What is that?" And he's like got a mouthful, and he's like, "It's a donut stuffed with M&Ms. That way, after you eat the donut, you don't have to eat any M&Ms."
That's funny. Because
is.
who eats M&Ms after donuts?
Because it's such an obligation.
Yeah.
It saves you time.
I love how Chrissy and Gary are just like, I'm not amused.
I don't care. They don't need to be.
I thought it was hilarious.
I was reading more of the YouTube comments. They're fantastic.
And I was talking to Zach anyways, because
yeah, there you go.
yeah.
That's, donuts, M&Ms.
So guys, 2014. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. I guess this is the moment where we get on topic. It must be a reflex by this point because I am not of sound mind, shall we say? And
What about sound body?
I am of sound body.
Okay.
Okay, so 2014. 2014, I don't know if you realized this, Zach, but I didn't realize it until like I started thinking about like what we were going to talk about tonight, and I was like, oh, we should do an end of the year recap. What happened this year? Not that much happened this year. Oh wait, we published Wormspire this
Yeah,
year.
that
That
was in
was
February.
this year.
Yeah, February. 3
that
months
the-
late, but still in February.
Is that the only thing you published this year?
No, that's not the only thing. But like,
I was gonna be
Wormspire
surprised.
seems 5 years ago. Like it
Oh.
feels
Yeah.
so far away that I'm just like, holy shit, that was this year. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Matthew Hunt said, I was going to say something nice too about Garrett, but then it's Garrett. That's my friend Matthew Hunt. He's a great guy.
But then I watched his feminist video.
No. This is on this video. I'm going to get people really confused between what comments are on the live video and what comments are on my feminist Nazi. Don't worry. If it's hateful and filled with bile, it's on the feminist video. That's how you tell.
Matthew, we want some hateful bile comments on this video.
I
Please.
just
How
want to read 'em.
dare you believe in equal rights for people?
And then Miss Astrostone said, Woot, I got here in time for a live broadcast. Happy holidays. Still time for the airing of grievances. Hi, Miss Astrostone. Another great username. What they did? Fuck these people with their great usernames.
I feel like
I know,
a
you
whole
just
bunch
have
of
your
people
name.
joined since I haven't been on for the last couple weeks, and I'm just like, who are these people? I want to know you.
No, these people are new. I've never heard of Miss Astrostone or Donut Sandwich before. Hi, guys.
We do have
Welcome
a lot
to
of
the
new people
show.
today.
I'm not always drunk, but if it's going to keep you
That's
coming
a
back,
lie.
I can be.
Sorry, honey, I have to go get drunk for my podcast.
Dude, honestly, if it started getting enough views, Megan would probably be like, eh.
Liver failure.
So I think Zach is the one who's had the biggest change this year.
I got married.
Why? What did
That was
he?
like
Oh,
last
yeah,
month, so
boy.
it's-
okay.
Today's the 23rd, right? Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
No.
Where'd you go?
What are you talking about? He just stopped talking. He didn't.
No, he's talking.
It
Zach,
looks
are
like
you
he's talking.
Oh, you are talking. Yeah, hi. No, we can't hear. What'd you do?
Tell you what, Zach, just move your mouth and I'll talk for you based on what I.
Oh,
think
this is
you
a
say.
great idea. Zach, move your mouth.
Just
Scott, go.
can't- I love medicine and pizza.
What the fuck, Scott? Okay, I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
take
That's
over.
what it looks like.
Zach,
I'm
go.
trying.
In the twilight years of my life, I came upon a young man wandering a road in East Albany. Where is Albany, you ask?
Nope.
I don't
I'm pretty sure
fucking
he's
know.
talking about pasta.
Geography in U.S. schools is shit. It's shit, I tell you. I have never learned where Albany is, and yet I knew I was there. How did I know I was there? Well, I was drunk. This man, well, shall we say... Okay, Zach, seriously, what the fuck is happening with your microphone? This is only funny for like so many seconds. And now he's jiggling the balls. Okay.
That
No,
was awesome.
Looked like he was eating a slice of pizza. Is that not how you eat pizza?
While Zach figures out what happened to his microphone, I'm going to... You just muted yourself, Zach. I'm going to try and... I'm going to read a couple more comments. I'm going to read a couple more comments on the feminist video. This one is a particular red flag to me. In this, the Joker 5112 says, in this video, we see the perfect example of a beta male. If you use the phrase beta male, that is a huge red flag to me. Huge. I'm just like, oh, this person's a crazy person.
This person's an alpha male.
Oh, Zach's back.
This person's a cunt. Just get it right.
And then the next person, Leron the Vampire, says,
Ooh, you gotta listen to him. He obviously carries weight.
how can men deal with such astounding faggotry? Except he spelled it fagorty. But I'm pretty sure he meant faggotry. And by the way, I do want to say I'm not gonna stop reading them, but I do want to say that if anybody tuned in and really strongly objects to the language, I do apologize. I am still gonna read them because they are the words of other people, and I find that hilarious. I know that certain people just kind of tune out when words like that are used. So if you have listened up to this point, you might
Not
want
gonna
to
get
turn.
any better.
Yeah, you might want to turn the show off.
My dad just texted me. He said he disowns me. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Mr. Garrett, or Mr. Zach's dad.
Okay, but now, so we published Wormspire. I also published Rebel Yell and Nightblade, and the first 4 episodes of Mystic, and the 5th episode will be happening soon. And Unsaid, I forgot about that. That's a short story that people should totally read because my film based on the short story is coming out soon. Chrissy,
right.
how much did you publish this year?
One thing.
Okay.
Yay!
Footprints. That's the only thing I published this year.
Okay.
I have been so consumed with trying to finish my damn novel that I didn't finish any short stories or anything to publish this year.
Why do I feel like you published more than that?
That was the only thing.
I
guess you-
only published Wormspire.
Well, the
You did
year
revise a bunch of covers,
before,
didn't you?
yes, I did revise a bunch of covers.
That's what I'm
we did
thinking
a
of.
bunch of blurbs, and I put out some for free and stuff. So I was doing stuff with what was already out there, and I also wrote almost a quarter of a million words this year,
Nice.
which
Nice.
is more than I did last year. So,
Yeah.
so I've been busy. I
And
just
Scott-
haven't published anything.
Scott, did the whole Shroud series so far come out this year?
Yeah, these 3 books came out, and I want to say that something else came out earlier this year before those, but I can't think of what, and I'm too lazy right now to go look. But these 3 books did, and then I've been working on Hero ever since, but yeah, I have to put a pause on that for now.
So I just want to use that data, all of that work that we have just mentioned,
What about
to
me?
say that, and use that as the basis of an argument. Not really an argument, but just a statement and a declaration that I think that all of us would agree. I think that we are not as productive and as awesome with our marketing savvy and everything else as the guys on the Self-Publishing Podcast. Am I?
No.
I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. I'm
You're a
not-
liar. You are a cunt, faggoty, swimming in semen liar.
Are we
Beta
still
male.
talking about me?
Beta male, right?
And yet,
Fair.
The amount of stuff we've produced in 1 year is pretty fantastic. Just
Yeah.
want to say.
Yeah,
Say
I
that.
mean, we have Ninja Bread Man 2 and 3 are basically ready to go. You haven't read the beat for 3, Garrett, but I think you're really going to like it.
I hope so.
I think you will.
I look forward
There's a
to it.
lot of great...
I should read it before we have our story meeting, because then we
I
should get together for
agree.
coffee and yeah. You're off for the next couple of days, right?
I am.
All right, we're gonna story meet, and we're gonna come back in the new year. By the time we come back in the new year, ladies and gentlemen, Ninja Bread Man 2 and 3 will be published.
Garrett, you're
2
baby.
will be
You're
published.
Think of your words.
No, that just means he can't be held responsible for not doing it.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
I was
If I
drunk
do
when
it, then
said
great.
that.
I held my promise. If not,
I was drunk,
I
guys.
didn't know what I was saying. I didn't even. What am I?
Yeah.
Well, according to some people, you should have 3 months between, or at least a month between your things
Between
coming out
releases.
anyway. Yeah, at least.
Oh.
Well, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be the same week.
No, well, sure, but people read the book and then are directly upon my ass. I was going to say my asticles.
But
So
you've
Wow.
kind of been
No,
laxing
no,
on the
what is an
lunges.
asticle? We need to define this term
I don't
right
need
now.
to know
We need
about
to
your
come up.
asticles.
I believe
We
it's
need-
extremely saggy ass, like a testicle, but it's that's
Yeah.
ass.
Where like the
Oh,
toad
dear
actually hangs
Yeah.
down, right? Yeah.
Why am I here?
So one hard kick
Oh,
to the
girls
ass
have
doesn't
toad
hurt
too. Don't
as
even.
much as a light tap.
Yeah, a light tap to the asticles is the worst.
I don't
Just-
have
it's so
asticles.
bad. Like you can get a kick to the ass and like it'll set in like
Right.
30 seconds. You're like, now
Yeah.
I can't sit down. But a little light tap to the asticles, and you're
Oh.
just like,
You're doubled over, your stomach hurts, you're thrown up.
bullshit.
Oh my God.
And somebody asks you what happened, you're like, I sat on him.
I sat on him.
Oh Lord. I have a feeling. I have
You're
this
welcome,
vague,
America.
weird, odd feeling that our audio audience, the audio feed audience, is slightly more respectable than our live audience, and I love our live audience for that because they're the ones who tune in and be like, "You should say asticle again," and I want that kind of people in my life. And I just have a feeling that the audio feed listeners are sitting there going, "What the fuck is happening right now? What the fuck with this show?"
To
This is where-
those audio listeners, my reply is awesome. Awesome is happening.
And we love you guys. We need to. You know what we need to do in the new year? We need to figure out a way to involve audio listeners more. You know
Hi,
what I mean?
audio listeners. I'm talking to you right now.
We could have a
you are
question of the
welcome.
day where they answer and send it to us.
Yeah, but I mean, they could, I guess, but they don't already send us anything. I mean, I get emails every now and then, but it's nothing like, I don't know.
Well, we can't
I-
recommend they do like mental exercises where they close their eyes for 10 seconds.
Close your
because some
eyes and
people could be
picture my
listening while
asticles.
driving.
Yeah, no, a lot of them will be driving. Yeah, that would be bad. We have, by the way, I love this. Dylan Perry suggested a new addition to the Storytelling Podcast drinking game. You guys remember the drinking game? That was amazing. But
The
he said,
original drinking game?
yeah, the original, way back in the day that Bill
Yeah.
Dowis created.
Yeah.
Dylan Perry added a new addition. Garrett promised to finish Ninja Bread Man 2. Take a shot.
Love it. We'll be wasted.
And Adam Bailey said, you should end every show with 1 minute of Zach puppetry.
No. No.
I can do better the second time around, I promise.
Well, I guess
take another
it
crack
would
at
be him miming, therefore there
I've
would be
heard
no
that before.
sound, and they
No,
wouldn't
no,
be
I just-
heard
I-
on the other.
It was under pressure, and it came out too fast. I had no build up.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard that before.
Now that the first one's done, it's out of the way. I've had a little rest. I'm good. I'm refreshed. I'm good. I
And
can
Miss Astro Stone suggested a rock band that I really think we should start. We should do this rock band, guys.
Rock band?
Ass Tickles. Ass Tickles.
the ass tickles. There you go. Yeah.
Come on. We are now officially the Ass Tickles.
Dibs
Welcome
on the
to the Ass
triangle.
Tickles podcast, everybody. Here we go.
I left the
Oh,
show
man.
due to creative differences.
Oh man. So what else did we do this year? In 2014, I started my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel barely existed before 2014.
Didn't I join this podcast this year?
During the podcast this year,
Both did, yeah.
yeah, both of you guys.
Nope, I've been a part of this for 3 years.
You got rid
There
of
it is.
and
That's
Crystal
really
disappeared.
quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crystal
And
was
Crystal
here.
disappeared.
And Crystal disappeared this year. Yeah, both of those things occurred.
What number are we on, by the way? On
71, but that's no indication of how long we've been going.
podcast? Right, yeah, I
Because
know.
there were 3 episodes that were 68.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Really?
No, I
Yeah.
fixed that. Goddamn. But that was definitely a thing. I will own up to that.
There are several months where it was like, oh, we did one today. Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at the earliest storytelling podcast episode. What was it?
Number 1, when Garrett was just like, I'm the best and you all suck, even my co-hosts.
What are
You mean that's
Re-listen to the
changed?
podcast. You were quite the dick in the beginning of this podcast.
He's still doing that.
dick? What?
Not as much. You
Don't you
softened
take
up
that
a
away
bit.
from him. That's all he's doing.
What the heck? Now I feel like a fucking asshole. What the fuck? Holy shit, guys. The first storytelling podcast, April 2013.
April.
Nice.
I just looked at my wrist and there's no watch there.
Oh my fucking god.
So almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years. So both of you guys came onto the show this year. What
You
else?
had a son.
I had a son. I had a son in February, and we're done now.
You're done.
We are finished with having children. Thank you.
It's probably.
The thing that I keep telling everybody is that 2 kids was so easy. And I mean that legitimately. We thought it was easy when we had 2 kids. That's why we had a 3rd kid.
To make it difficult.
Dude, no.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, we thought 1 to 2 was going to be intense, but now it's so easy. Then you have 3. Then you're outnumbered. That's when shit goes crazy. One of you is taking care of the baby, one of you is taking care of, the oldest kid, and the middle one is in fucking Madagascar. Like they're just they're running for the fucking hills.
See, I had one child, and I was like, "This is great. I'm having so much fun. This is awesome." And I started to think, maybe 1's enough. Then I got pregnant. Have 2 kids. This is great. This is awesome. Maybe 2's enough. Then I'd get pregnant.
See, you just gotta stop having those thoughts because you're jinxing it.
Apparently, well, I have 3 now, and they're done, and I cannot have any more children ever again. So I'm happy with that.
Well, I can't wait to have kids.
Yeah. Good luck with that. No, my children are.
Jack's going to be a fantastic dad. I just want to say that, like, real talk right now.
Yeah.
Might be slightly drunk, but yeah.
Kids are wonderful. I just
I
think
love
you
you,
need
man.
the right amount of them. I always tell people 2 is great. 2 is a great number. They have
Then
somebody
that
to
third
play
came along
with.
and fucked it all up.
Well, see, the problem is when you have 2 children, they play together, and if they argue, you just have 2 kids, and you tell them, knock it the fuck off and go away. When you have 3 kids, 2 of them will gang up on the other one.
Yeah.
Basically, pretty much.
And you have problems.
Yeah. Yep. Right now, my oldest child, my daughter, will watch, and my youngest son loves to try and play with my middle son, but he's not even walking yet. He's still just crawling.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll crawl up to my middle son and grab the pocket of his pants. And that's his version of playing with him. And then Luke will be like, no! And he'll try to walk away and he'll literally like drag Desmond across the floor like that. And then Dawn comes up and she's like, no, Luke, Desmond just wants to play with you. And then she'll sit back and watch while Desmond like tries to play, while Luke like tries to play with Desmond. She's she's fucking with him. She's definitely fucking with him. There's strong degrees of fucking with
just
himness.
had a visualization of that being Zach as dad.
Well, my wife wants twins.
So did Megan. For the third,
Yeah.
for Desmond, we wanted twins, and I'm so glad.
You know what? Actually, I have
I'm so glad.
a friend of mine has twins, and he's like, it's really not as bad as everybody thinks it is. He's like, you do it again. Everything that you do, just do it again. So he's
Now-
like, you change a diaper, you do it again. Is it bath time? Then just do it again. He's like, same thing.
Now, to be fair, actually, and I don't know what. Here's the thing: if you take any one of my kids and they were suddenly a twin, I would
I
be
get to
okay with
choose.
that. No, but like if Dawn was a twin, or Luke was a twin, or Desmond was a twin, I'd be fine with that. If you just straight up 100% duplicated. I know this sounds weird, but I'd be afraid if what the fourth child would actually be like, because they wouldn't be 100% copy, and I'd just suddenly be like, "What do you like?" Yeah, because I've had
Right.
to learn like 3 very distinct, different personalities and like how to interact with them. And Desmond is a dream. Luke's going through his terrible twos right now. Dawn is a very, very bossy big sister, and it's wonderful. And I'm just like, I've got 3 real good ones. Do I want to fuck it up by going for a 4th? Like,
You've already had the hat trick. Just
I've
let it be.
I've been
let it
hanging
go.
out. I've been hanging out with this guy recently, and he told me that he has a 15-month-old son, and he wanted to give him an epic name, so he named him Caspian. And then his brother had twin boys, and to one-up him, he named his twin boys Genghis and Tiberius.
fuck, that's pretty cool.
Is that Tiberius after Captain Kirk?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
I like that I'm the only one doing this.
By the way, Matt Hunt in the comments for this video, not the other one, said it's all good. Garrett is a beta dick.
Beta.
Way to cross the streams, Matt. Jesus
So-
Christ.
Don't cross the streams. Why? It would be
Still-
bad.
Dylan actually has a good question.
I know. What are your plans for 2015? I was going to bring that up. Well, what is everybody else's plans for 2015? What's going on?
I have 3 novels. One is finished and needs to go to the editor. One is really close to finish. I'm powering through that one. The third one is half finished. I am hoping to get them out. I'm hoping the first one will be out by February, and then I can release them every 3 months after that. Plus, I'm also working on a couple of short stories that I would like to have out. And I have a project I'm working for on YouTube, where Greg is going to read a story for me,
Oh, nice.
one of my short stories, and I did a painting for it.
Someone's stealing your tree! Someone's stealing your tree! It's the Grinch!
It was a power wall behind you.
It's amazing my tree.
Audio listeners need to go back and look at the video.
What did you do for the tree?
saw nothing.
Basically, somebody in your house, Chrissy, is not quite as stealthy as they think they are.
They're like, I'm gonna be the fastest person ever that I can't be caught on camera.
Was it that one?
Is he wearing green pants? Or shoes?
No.
I'm willing to
Someone
bet
was wearing green.
whoever it is still under the tree.
You look under the tree, they're looking at their presents.
You need to.
Okay.
If you're an audio listener, you need to. You need to go to the YouTube video.
They're dying of laughter because they said somebody was trying to steal the tree.
You need to go to about 48 minutes.
I apparently need to go there.
Basically,
What just happened?
to put it in nerdy D&D term. We're playing, and the rogue goes, I'm going to stealth over to the Christmas tree.
And he rolled a 1.
Well, it's more like a 9, because it was an attempt. He did try. It was just not quite there.
That's true. He didn't trip. If he had tripped, it would have been more of a 1 if he ran into the tree.
Into the tree and sent it to the ground. It was just, it was noticeable.
Oh, somebody else talk about that.
I don't know if I can follow that. It's a tough.
I'm pretty sure the podcast's over for today.
Ended on a high note.
I win.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
ladies and gentlemen,
I
happy
win the
2015.
podcast.
Chrissy wins 2014. Okay, so I'll go.
Yeah,
2015. I'm planning on doing Ninja Man 1, 2, and 3 really
Yes.
early in 2015.
Yes.
And doing Realm Keepers next, Realm Keepers 3, and then hopefully
4.
hopefully Danny before 4.
Yeah, sure, but
Because
also
I've
4.
already started Danny. Danny's actually the most written out of any of those, besides the Ninja Red Man. But that's just like I start writing it, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I don't have time for this. Which is like the worst thing a writer can say. I don't have time to write. But currently, right now, it's really hard. But you know, and then by the end of 2015. I will be working on moving back to Los Angeles.
Huzzah.
Yeah, and then in 2016, early 2016 or mid 2016, my wife will be pregnant with our first child.
Huzzah. Yeah, I would really love it if we could do Realm Keepers 3 early to mid 2015, and then Realm Keepers 4 at the end of 2015. That would be cool.
Yeah, something like that. But we have to make a kick-ass marketing plan for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 3.
We also just need to get that is as well as other things. I feel like I'm still very much trying to get to like square one, which is making enough money just with writing and YouTube and whatever to support myself, and then continuing to expand the writing, because I feel like it's really hard to figure out how to expand your marketing and your writing and everything like that when it isn't your full-time job, because then
Right.
and it's like it is my full-time job because I put way more than 40 hours a week into it, but at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I want to do? I want to know if we have a listener who works in marketing, who can like we can talk to about, like, because we have what we've done, and we have, you know, the ideas of what Johnny and Sean and David have done, but I really want to look into, like, I don't know, the larger scope of what a marketing can do. What the hell are you laughing at?
I'm sorry, Dylan.
Dylan, comment.
Dylan in the comments. Best moment of 2014 when someone tried to steal Chrissy's tree.
Anyway, if anybody's in marketing that listens to us, let us know.
No, you know what? Actually, I'm right there with you, Zach, because where I'm at right now, I would probably give anything just to have like some kind of a marketing partner, somebody that could just take over that aspect so that I could just focus on writing. Because right now, my time as it is just so limited because I'm at home with the baby all day. So it's like I have these tiny little blocks of time every day with which to do anything. And it's like if I decide to write with them, because that's what I want to do, it leaves no time for anything else. I can't research marketing. I can't put time into doing like anything else. So it's like, it would be helpful to be able to pay somebody or like split royalties with somebody that knows how to market stuff and can just push that stuff for you.
And I feel like there should be a marketing strategy for self-publishers that looks like, good, go to this website, go to this website, go to this website, do this, do this, do this, do this, and a basic for self-publishers and then being able to customize that as well. You know, I think Garrett probably out of all of us has the most knowledge in it, but even, you know, still it's
Yeah, but
like
that's all stolen from Sean. Sean is the
Right.
fucking genius, like Mac Daddy on all that shit. That's actually what we're trying to do. One thing I'm gonna be doing in 2015 is getting Nuts and Bolts back into production. Like that fell off because I missed a couple of weeks because of, you know, personal stuff. And Sean was like, because Sean told me before I started the show, he was like, I want you to get 4 weeks ahead of schedule. In other words, I want you to have filmed 4 episodes, and then we'll start publishing them, and you'll do them every week. So that if you miss a week, it's not a big
You have a
deal.
buffer.
Right, you have a buffer. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm just going to put the first video up. 5 weeks later, I missed 2 videos, and he's like, you are on timeout until you get 4 videos in the can. And I was like, okay. but I will be getting back into that this year, and that is actually the aspect of Nuts and Bolts that I'm most excited about, because right now it's all a bunch of stuff about like Scrivener and formatting and stuff like that. I already know all of that, so I'm writing the scripts and Sean's approving them and whatnot. When we get into the marketing stuff, Sean's going to be like, okay, we need to do a video about this, and you're going to explain how to do this, and we need a graphic like this, and I'm just going to be like, and then I'm going to like immediately turn around and just do that for my own books. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, and it needs to be like you know, marketing for dummies basically, because I mean, I know when I don't remember what it was like setting up an ISBN or buying ISBNs or something like that, or setting up for Lightning Source, and I wrote my own tutorial on how to do it, and I put it was getting your ISBN into the Library of Congress.
Right.
And I wrote a tutorial on how to do it, and then I had to do it again like months later, and I had completely forgotten. But how I wrote the tutorial, it was literally the simplest steps in the world, and it gave me no words that I didn't understand. I was like, oh, good. I had to click that button and right here, and good, I'm done. You know, it was perfect. We need things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I hate reading through things and going like, what the hell am I talking about?
Yeah, totally. That's why the Nuts and Bolts tutorials. That's why I brought that to Sean. I was like, they need to be YouTube videos. You can't write these tutorials. It just doesn't fucking work. Like people
demonstration. People need to be able to
show
see
it's like,
what's going. Yeah.
Here's what your screen's gonna look like. You see the big green button in the bottom left corner? You click on that. Like that's why lynda.com is like a multi-million-dollar industry. Is just because it's like, here's exactly what your computer screen looks like. You're going to move your mouse down here. You're going to click on that thing. That's really the best way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
What else for 2015, guys?
2015, right here.
I want to. Yeah. Oh, Scott.
Okay.
No, we're just gonna forget about Scott.
Nope.
Go.
There's no forgetting about me. I'm way too vocal. And
gassy. I'm gonna go check on what's happening right outside my office door. I'll be.
God bless.
He muted himself and kept talking.
I know.
It's because he's like 5 beers in at this point.
Okay, Scott,
So,
what are you up to?
Right now, I'm going to finish up the next 2 Before the Shroud novels, and then once that's done, I'm going back to finish up the last 2 Terlici Shroud novels, and that'll finish that out. And from there, I have a epic fantasy trilogy that I'm going to start. And it's going to be fantastic.
It's awesome. I have a question about your Survivors of the Shroud book.
See.
I see them there, and the cover is different because it doesn't have the black on top. What was your decision on that?
It really freaked Chrissy out, too.
Because I love how the words on the other books stand out. I love that.
You know what? Really, it's just a mixture of the background color. That's just how that worked out. And with this, it was just the coloring of the book just worked out that way. It's not just a black on the top. It's just the framing around the book. This is pretty much just black with green, but this is actually a darker blue. It just doesn't come through as clearly with the camera.
Yeah, my thing was when you turned them spine out and you had all 3 books. They're not black with white text or yellow text or whatever.
But then the spiral on the end in the back just kind of ends. But
And it's a beautiful book, and I love
totally.
the cover.
Mm.
And it's kind of awesome him using his own face.
Well, I am
didn't notice that.
terrified.
You are terrifying, yes.
So it's only suitable that my face would terrify other people.
We need to, by the way, I can't believe we haven't already done this. We need to get each other print copies of all our books, because it's ridiculous that I don't have every Chrissy Moss and Scott Richards book on my bookshelf already.
Speaking of which, I
I don't
just got
have
a package
any of
today.
all of my books.
Aha! I bet you did.
Merry early Christmas.
I get to
Not
wrap it up and stick it on the tree
Yes.
tonight.
That's a weird thing to
You
do.
see
with
that-
a
you see that
package.
little-
Oh,
that
you're
little
not
movement?
talking about a penis.
No, I'm not. Not this
shake.
time.
The one
Fantastic.
time.
I'm glad that it reached you.
Yes, it did get here. And it did
Wait,
get here on time for Christmas.
What'd you
Which is
get?
the awesome part.
She got Nightblade.
Signed.
Signed.
what?
Signed copies
For
of
my daughter.
Nightblade.
Oh,
Available
Nightblade. I thought you said
Robinson.com/autograph-books.
I thought you said iPlate, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Apple doesn't make a plate.
But you haven't heard about their microwave charging.
On the plate, like
iPhone.
when you've eaten enough of the food, on the blank uncovered section of the plate, it says you've eaten enough, bitch.
You fat girl.
You want a diet, motherfucker? Put
You-
the fork down. This is for
And
your
then it'll
own
give
good.
you directions to the kitchen, but they're wrong, so you end up in the bathroom.
Isn't it great that we stopped trying to be a clean show?
Oh, I'm so happy with that.
That's the end of the year, so it's
Yeah.
understandable.
We were a clean show.
Before
But it
you
was
started here.
Way back in the bad old days.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
It'd be a lot worse, though.
You should have warned me.
We were actually pretty bad sometimes. You remember that one test
Sometimes.
episode, Zach? Remember that?
The what?
That one test episode? You remember that?
Yes, I do. The
Yep.
only test episode. The first test episode.
No,
You're like,
we
I'm
had two. We
deleting
actually had
that.
two. And in the second one, something happened that made me delete that video. I have never deleted anything, any video, any blog post, anything. I deleted that video. I deleted
That one.
an hour-long video.
Because of what Garrett said. If I had said it, he would have left it there.
All my fault. No, it was all my fault.
Yeah, but if I had said it, you'd be like, no, I'm not deleting it.
No.
Yeah.
I absolutely would have.
Okay.
It was
It was
just,
that bad.
It was
Yeah,
pretty bad.
we'll tell you off the air.
Yeah.
And this is not like Crystal's like casual sexism. this was pretty bad.
I do miss that about Crystal. She had some amazing
Moments where
one-liners.
you were just like, "Are you for fucking real right now?" In a wonderful way, because you knew that she was. I really did love a lot of Crystal. Did have some of the best moments on this show. It was pretty amazing.
Length and girth.
Length
Yeah,
and
she-
girth.
To be totally honest, I mean, she'd still she would honestly still be here if she hadn't needed to leave for her own
Reasons.
like to raise a baby and whatever.
What? You mean
Whatever,
you're actually
having a
take care
child.
of her child?
I know, right?
That's an excuse? I could have used that?
You're locked in.
Damn it!
Your grandfather now, bitch. Son of a bitch. Let's see. So, well, anybody mind if I talk about my 2015 real quick?
Yes,
Is it
I
about
do,
Rome?
but
Yes,
it's
I
not like
mind.
I can
I mind
stop you.
horribly.
I love how we
Okay.
all mind.
Although Adam says that you have to have non-zombie out in 2015.
I know,
Oh,
non-zombie
yeah,
free.
what the F?
I did. Yeah, whatever. We talked about it on last week's episode, bitch. Go listen to it.
Yeah, well, non-zombie takes back running to all of our shit, so.
I think we've established that Zach only listens to it if he's in it.
Yeah.
What?
And not even then. No, he doesn't listen.
He only pays attention to it while he's here.
Yeah, there you go.
I pay attention?
I said sort of.
Yeah, I was going to say.
In 2015, I am going to get on schedule with the Nightblade series, in addition to everything else that's going on, which is going to be fun and interesting. The thing is that that's why it's so important to me to get to the point where I don't need to spend a lot of extra time doing other things. Because if I can write for just 3 hours a day, I'll get massively ahead on Nightblade, and then I can write the other things that I want to do, including Realm Keepers and whatever. And I have 2 other big novels planned for 2015 that I'm really, really excited about. One is called Vagrant. I've talked about it on the show. I came up with the idea on this show, although it's evolved a lot since then. And the other one is Simulator, which I came up with like just a few months ago, which is going to be freaking awesome. So that's my big thing is have 2015 like get ahead and write the entire Nightblade series through the rest of 2015 by spring, you know, and then write Vagrant and then write Simulator and then do Realm Keepers 3 and 4, or the order is not really important to me because, like Zach, if you're ready for Realm Keepers 3, we'll fucking start that tomorrow. You know what I mean? But that's my big deal. Is I just want to get to a consistent schedule of releasing a 10,000 word episode of Nightblade every single week ahead of schedule, and then using my extra time for writing my other standalone novels that I want to do. Because Realm Keepers this year, sorry, not Realm Keepers, but that was awesome too. But Rebel Yell this year was one of my favorite moments of the year. Like, one of the best things that happened to me in 2014 was Rebel Yell. It didn't sell, you know, like not a lot of people like got it or were interested. But everybody who read it, from Simon Canton and Melissa Donovan, who like went apeshit over it, to everyone else, it was just like, dude, I didn't know you could do this. And I was just like, I know, right? Like, I was very, very happy with how Rebel Yell came out. So
I think it's just that it's such a different genre for you.
Right. It's easy for people to assume when you're writing fantasy or sci-fi that the thing that makes your fantasy and sci-fi interesting is that it's fantasy and sci-fi. Like, you can always just toss a dragon in or say, it's magic, bitch, you know? But when you don't have that, like, you know, quote-unquote crutch to fall back on and people have to go, like, oh, hey, this is actually kind of cool. Then...
That kind of makes me wonder how, well, except for the self-publishing podcast, they managed to drum up lots of interest in Axis of Aaron before they published it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think they would have gotten as much of a reception as they did, because it's not in their bailiwick. It's not the same genre as anything they've ever done before.
Yeah. Axis of Aaron, by the way, that's my book of the year. It's not my favorite book I read this year, but it's my favorite book that came out this year. My favorite book that I read this year for the first time is, unfortunately, to, I'm sure, some people, The Fault in Our Stars. I fucking lost it over that book. But
was the book and the movie close?
And this is going to sound weird coming from me. Too close. Too close. It was too faithful an adaptation, and they didn't make the changes that they needed to make in order to make the awesome book an awesome movie. It was still a good movie, I'll give it that. And the actors, everybody, all the actors, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Story-wise and cinematography-wise, here's my perfect summation of The Fault in Our Stars. I watched it and I was like, I could have done it better. Like, that's a
snap.
I know, like, but legitimately, that's a pretty low bar for me. Is like knowing as much as I know and having access to the resources I have, I could have done that better. I watch a Michael Bay movie and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. On the other hand, I couldn't have done this. Like, I have no access to these. You know, he's got hundreds of millions of dollars and CG and, you know, and he like has all these things and this product placement and like all this money, everything. It takes all of those things to make the things that he makes, and I may not fucking like them, but they make billions of dollars. And I watched this movie and I was like, given the same actors, I could have made this better.
What are we talking about?
Fault in Our Stars.
The Fault in Our Stars, the movie.
Fault in Our Stars done by Michael Bay.
Now that being said, the fault in our supernovas.
Dylan says that Rebel Yell still says coming in August 2014 on your website.
No, what the fuck? Like, I'm checking it out now. Are you talking about on my books page or on the page for the book? What are you talking about?
You know, not to be a Debbie Downer, but now I'm kind of stuck on this whole Fault in Our Stars done by Michael Bay thing.
Oh, it's on the book page. Thank you, Dylan. I'm gonna try and fix that right now. My theme has been acting up recently. Fucking theme. Yeah, it's acting up right now. I can't fix it. God damn it.
Oh well, I guess we'll have to do the podcast or something.
I know. I guess we're gonna have to keep doing the show. But no. Now that is not to say that The Fault in Our Stars was not a good movie. It is a good movie because I think that I make good movies. so saying that like I could make better than that, I'm like it's still good. I still cried like a fucking dude. Okay, this is actually.
Did you cry
funny.
like a beta male?
I did. Cried like a beta male.
Bringing it
this
back.
This is a
My
funny
boyfriend's
story.
a beta male, so I'm happy with beta.
Before you tell the story, Scott, did you see Fault in Your Stars?
Fault in Our Stars.
No, but
Whatever.
trust me, I know how it ends by
Chrissy,
now.
did you see Fault in Our Stars?
No, but I was
Okay,
curious
so
whether-
none of us care then.
I've
Well,
absorbed
no, I
the
was
story
actually
through social
curious
osmosis.
how
Fuck you.
close it was to the book because I would rather watch the movie instead of read the book because the movie takes 2 hours and the book is going to take me a week.
Okay, that was a joke, and it got people talking, and it wasn't supposed to happen that way.
Zach, you're so funny.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
We didn't do the new segment that I wanted to introduce, which we talked about last episode. I want us to start reading every week, and each week we talk about what we've been reading. Like, you know,
Hypothetical question.
Yeah.
Totally just may or may not actually exist later in life.
Okay.
What if one or more of us
Yes.
never learned to read? Just hypothetically.
I'll never learn to read good.
I
How
think.
do you write if you don't read?
I think.
Speak to text.
Dragon dictation.
Dragon.
That's
naturally
why I have
speaking.
editors.
No. Okay. So
You would need editors after that.
Yeah,
All right,
think of editing that
everybody
book,
shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell my funny story. So this year I went to VidCon, another fantastic experience from 2014. This was great. And of course VidCon was created by the Vlogbrothers, John and Hank Green. And John Green is the one who wrote The Fault in Our Stars and then The Fault in Our
Who
Stars.
you gave your book to?
Who I gave my book to. I put my book this year in the hands of both of the Green brothers. And nothing apparently happened from that. But you know what? I'm sure they get lots of books. Whatever. I don't care. So, one of the events on VidCon on the second night was a screening of The Fault in Our Stars. And while I was at the conference, I met these two kids. And like I say kids advisedly. Like one of them was 14 and one of them was 17. And they're both great. And they're both super nerds and like really into YouTube and everything. And they were cool to hang out with, but they were definitely kids. So we watched the movie. And I mean, most people who watch this show, and definitely you guys know that, like, I lost my mom to cancer, and the kids in the movie have cancer, and well, it's a fucking sad ending to the movie. I'm like, no, like, major spoilers, but like, fucking somebody dies of cancer.
What?
I lost it. I lost it, and I was trying to. Like, I lost it as the movie's ending, and I'm trying to, like, get my fucking shit together because I'm hanging out with a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old in a group of, like, 15-year-old girls, and I'm just like, I don't want to be the creepy, like, 28-year-old guy walking around the fucking conference, like, crying my eyes out, but I was. I was the creepy 28-year-old guy, and, like, both of them were so uncomfortable. You could just tell. It's like, this guy's like almost twice as old as us, and he's fucking bawling. And like they had their like moment, like everybody did, like when the movie was playing. But then like the movie finished and they were done. I was not done, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, that was the wrong decision. Like if you're gonna watch that movie and you have like any personal history in that respect, like watch it alone or
Did
with
you
somebody.
explain to them your personal
That's
history?
a movie you watch at home alone.
No, I did. Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
did.
okay.
I told they were very cool, but like it's still.
I get it.
Well,
One thing you also have to keep in mind is like teenagers still have issues kind of dealing with real emotions, especially like
True.
sorrow or anger, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was probably, I think, the tipping point was all of the really uncomfortable prolonged eye contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely should have stopped staring at those teenagers. It was
Every
weird.
time.
It was just
It does
weird.
it every time. Trust me, I know. I can't go
That
within 100
you're
yards of a school now.
Adam,
Is his
but that's a
face
legal
cam-
thing. That's not a.
is
I don't
his
understand.
cam-
It's
I
not a
was like,
personal
is your
choice. That's a
camera
legal
stuck
thing.
or something? Jeez.
Adam
Zach,
Bailey
have I ever
said.
told you that you have beautiful eyes?
Adam Bailey said, "Poor, abused, and forgotten Cliff," referring to Non-Zombie 3. I swear I'll do it in 2015. I swear. And Matthew Hunt said, "Social media is a tool, not as big a tool as Garrett, but still."
I love this
I
guy.
like Matt. Matt, you can come around more.
Love Matt. You would love. Oh, and Chrissy, you should meet him. He lives up near you, not in
Not
your
in
town.
Seattle, but
Yeah, exactly.
somewhere near here.
Yeah, you guys both have the same like thing where I was like, well, I'm not technically in Seattle. I'm not really in
Well,
Seattle.
that's because we all say we're in Seattle, but nobody is actually in Seattle.
Yeah.
You know, actually, it's the same thing for me. Like, I say I'm in Sacramento because everybody knows where the fuck Sacramento is, but I'm not
I don't know
actually
where
in
that is.
Sacramento. I'm in the side.
Whereas literally, it's the opposite here. I think Scott just said, like, if you live, like I say, I live in Los Angeles. I live in Sunland. Technically, Los Angeles is like a 45-minute drive away, but I'm in the greater Los Angeles area.
Exactly.
Quite
Yeah.
greater.
Well-
the outskirts.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
I'm in the fucking boondocks, okay?
Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah.
talking to
Rent is cheap.
somebody from here, then I just say I'm from East Side, which is the east side of the lake, which divides Seattle from
Grew up a gang
the rest
sign?
of Seattle.
And now my wife's
yeah.
going to text me, shut the fuck up in there. Kids are sleeping.
What?
you don't get that text very often? I find that
Oh,
surprising.
no, I do. That's how I know that what I just did is going to prompt that text.
You're just sitting on the couch doing nothing. This shit sounds good.
Shut the hell up in there. I was breathing. Exactly.
Exactly. That's my air you're using up.
Ow.
You're not air.
Oh, man. What else in 2015? I would love, I don't know if this is a realistic goal at all.
Modern dance.
No. I would
You sure?
love.
Wait.
Fuck everybody. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers.
I think Garrett needs
He
to
says that in a
agree.
loving way.
I think Garrett needs to agree that if Ninja Bread Man 2 is not written by the end of the year, we have a 5-minute modern dance video by him.
I don't even know what the fuck modern dance
Exactly.
is. Oh my God, okay. All right,
You
fine.
do-
I promise. I promise. I legitimately promise.
Good.
Hip hop or
But you've made a terrible mistake because I'm a YouTuber now, and a
Oh,
modern
jeez.
dance video will get me a lot of views.
Which is
True.
totally fine with me, because I'd love to see it.
more views, more sales.
Oh my
Call it
God.
Win-win.
Yeah. No, I would love in 2015. I would love to get 10,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. That would be fantastic.
What are you at
How
right
many
now?
do we now have?
We broke 1,000. We're at 1,030. But this YouTube channel houses not only the Storytelling Podcast, but also my personal vlog.
Right.
And at the beginning of the year, there were about 180 subscribers, and we broke 1,000 this year. So that's woohoo. Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
So is it an exponential type growth thing? Is that what you see with
It
this kind of stuff?
usually is, yeah. Like,
We can buy subscribers on Fiverr, I heard.
No.
Yeah, because
No.
we can do that for Twitter too, can't we, Zach?
Toad's legit.
One could, I've heard.
I literally heard, I have heard stories about YouTubers who didn't buy subscribers, but followers, like some follower decided, I really like these guys. I like this guy, and I'm gonna buy him followers on Fiverr. Like I'm gonna do all this stuff, so he's not even connected to it, and I'm gonna do. YouTube can fucking tell.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
fucking tell.
they'll shut down your shit.
Yeah, so their
That was
YouTube
Twitter.
account got shut down because some fan bought them subscribers on Fiverr because they wanted to help them. It's like, no, dude.
That's messed up.
Yeah, like seriously, share it on Facebook. Like if you like the channel, the best thing you can do is share it on whatever social media platform you happen to frequent. Whether
Yeah.
it's Facebook, that shitty cunt stain of a fucking website, or something more sensible like Google Plus or Twitter or Tumblr or something like that.
Tell us how you really feel about Facebook.
Hey, bro, I know you've been walking around a lot, so I stole you a car. No need to thank me.
Exactly.
It's all
That's
yours.
That's exactly what it is. It's like no,
I would-
no.
Probably avoid the west side for now. Lay low a couple days, but it's yours. I'm giving it to you. You've earned it, buddy.
Oh, Daniel Darragon is in the comments. He said, "I'm here. Merry Christmas." Hi, Daniel
Merry
Darragon.
Christmas, Daniel.
Daniel's a friend of ours, and he also has he's done special effects on a couple of my short films, and he is fucking awesome at it. He is actually kind of amazing.
I started doing a series, YouTube series that I was going to start posting at the beginning of 2015, which I've done like 3 or 4 episodes for, and Daniel did the opening credit for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Daniel.
And then you stop doing it.
Well, I got really busy.
I'm super busy.
But I have them finished and they're actually scheduled to post. But I'm like, I need to remember to go in there and push back the scheduled date to post. Because I think the first one opens up with, I'm going to post one every week.
Yeah.
But you know,
I said I was going to do one every day, and I've consistently missed at least once a week, and I'm still getting people who are like, these are great, make more.
Yeah,
so I
this
keep
might
making
be-
more.
and this might be douchey of me, but I think people
is.
get it. Fuck you, Scott. This year I started the YouTube channel for real. Like I actually started producing on the YouTube channel, and I said I'm going to post a video every day. And then very quickly, I was like, every weekday. I'm going to do every weekday. Like, I'm not going to do, I can't reliably be counted upon to create on the weekends. And then it was like, and then I would miss like 2 weeks entirely. And then come back and be like, hi, so I'm back. Sorry. But people were like every single time, people have been like, dude, you have stuff. Like, we're not paying anything to watch your YouTube videos. Like, we
Right.
don't fucking care. If for example, we were subscribed to you for like $2.99 a month, and you were supposed to give us an episode of a book every week, then we might take offense.
But those, I mean, that would be crazy to
That'd be
promise.
crazy.
That'd be super crazy.
Nobody does that.
You
I
have
mean,
to be a real beta male to really do something like that.
beta male. That's not gonna get old for me.
No, that's definitely a word that's
Do
going to stick
any
around.
of you
Fantastic.
do any of you follow John Scalzi?
Yeah.
No.
The Gamma males,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
the little pink bunnies. Yeah, they're adorable.
No.
Mm.
Don't know
What else? I became a nerd
Okay.
fighter this year. I literally did not know who the Vlogbrothers were until 2014.
I'm
What?
a hipster. I was a nerd fighter before you.
Wait. You didn't know who they... No, remember we had that dinner when we were at that Mexican restaurant in La Cañada and you were telling me about them?
Oh yeah.
That was this year. Because
No, it wasn't.
It was. I did not know who they were. I had seen John Green's video about healthcare once.
Right, that's
That
what
was
you told
awesome,
me about.
Right. That's probably what I was talking to you about. But I didn't. I knew no context. I was just like, this guy made this great video about healthcare and the American healthcare system. It was fantastic. And
That was
this
like totally awesome.
yeah. And then this year, I started making YouTube videos, and a friend of mine was like, "Dude, you remind me a lot of the Vlogbrothers. Like, I
Yeah,
think you
kind of.
should
Yeah.
really- yeah, I think you should really check them out." And I checked them out, and I was just like, "This is the greatest." That's why I went to VidCon. Like, that's the only reason I went to VidCon, because I was like, they were like, VidCon's happening this year, and I was just like, I'm gonna go there if I get to meet you guys. You're fucking fantastic. I love you. So, yeah, so I joined Tumblr this year because they were like, we're on Tumblr. I'm like, well, I'm on Tumblr too. I fucking love you guys.
Are you going to join Minecraft now because they're on Minecraft?
No, fuck that. Fuck Minecraft. Fuck that game.
I love Minecraft. It's
I'm
my
sure it's a lot
favorite
of fun,
ever.
No, I'm sure it's a lot of fun, but I'm not going to play Minecraft for the same reason I'm not going to play World of Warcraft.
Addiction.
Yeah, oh, dude, totally. Dude, 100%. Dude, Zach and I used to play Dungeons & Dragons online, and he can tell you, I was
Oh yeah.
I was bad on
We
that.
were both
So-
very hooked on that game.
The last week I've been trying to write, and I keep getting back sucked into Pixelmon, which is Pokemon Minecraft Cross.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No,
That sounds like the worst thing in the world.
I know.
It is
There's
amazing.
so many
I
reasons
get
not
to
to play that
capture
game.
all of these Pokemon.
That's the thing. I have turned Hearthstone. Hearthstone is my current video game that I play. I have turned Hearthstone into an actual product. I publish
Right.
gameplay of Hearthstone on Garrett's Games. I play it on Twitch. People are subscribing on Twitch. People are donating to buy me packs and everything, which is huge. That's fantastic. And people are subscribing to Garrett's Games because of that.
That's awesome.
And it's not cutting into my other production because I have my Hearthstone time. If my Hearthstone time ever starts cutting into my... dude, I will cut that shit out. I am pretty good about that. After a month or two. Being just this is cutting into my production time. I need to fucking...
If I'm not
You have
finishing
to be
books, I'm
sure
not
that
play
it's
this.
cutting into your production time.
Yeah, I mean...
And the only way to be sure is an extra 2 months.
I'm just saying, every alcoholic has that moment of clarity, and my moment of clarity with video games
Not if
comes
you're doing it, right?
relatively quickly.
Matthew suggests that you have a new shirt called Beta Male.
I agree.
Oh, that's a great idea. I actually kind of want to put that up on TeePublic and just
Done.
be like
I-
$14 for the next 48
Done.
hours.
Yeah, and then
I
on the
would-
back
I
put
would buy that
self-publishing
shirt.
podcast.
Okay.
Or, I mean, self-publishing podcast.
My wife Megan came up with an idea for a shirt based off of something that somebody else said. Because she's a mom. She actually wants to start a YouTube channel. This is fantastic. She wants to start a YouTube channel in 2015 called Mommy Mondays, which is just great about being a mom and,
Mm-hmm.
mommy stuff. So she came up with an idea for a T-shirt, and it was something that somebody said, which was, "What happens in Target stays in Target," which is just if you're a mom, come on, that's hilarious, right? And so she was like, could you make that into a T-shirt? And I was like, fuck yeah, I can make that into a T-shirt in 5 minutes. So I made it. I published it
3
on
months.
Yeah, no. I made it. I published it online. And I sent her the link to it and everything. And what it was I found the font that Target uses for their font, and said what happens in Target, and then it's the Target logo, and then it said stays in Target.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, that's way too complicated. Can you take the logo out and just have it be the words?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that complicated? What the freak? It's way better with the fucking logo."
It's so busy.
Yeah, it's so
It's just so
there's
busy.
way too much going on. There's way too much going on. So
She doesn't want the target to draw attention to her.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't shoot me there!
It just turns her into a big...
I mean, I
Okay.
don't know. She wasn't thinking about this, but it is actually a good point that if you use the logo, they're more likely to be like, "Hey,
Come after you.
fucking trademarked." But they've already
Which is
lost a court.
funny,
No,
since
that's the thing.
they do that.
Yeah, no, they've already lost a court case where you can't fucking trademark a Target. They have already lost this court case. You can't trademark that. Targets have been in existence for ever since humans invented the bow and arrow. You're actually not allowed to trademark that. So, I don't know, whatever.
All right. I think that's a great idea.
I know, me too. Right?
Mommy Monday sounds like a great... I honestly would just want to watch it just because it sounds like it'd be funny.
And Megan is actually fantastic. I hope she.
Megan's super hot. I mean, fantastic.
You have
I
some
hope she-
weird fetishes, Zach.
I hope she gets that off the ground in the new year, because literally, if she starts Mommy Mondays, that's going to hit 1 million subscribers in 2015. If she does it
Yeah.
and she sticks to a consistent weekly production schedule, she will hit 1 million subscribers. And I cannot wait to see Megan explode online while I'm still just trucking along, just like I make my books and my YouTube videos. You know what
There
I mean?
is a website that's specifically for moms. Like, it has millions and millions of mothers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
All
She should-
Mommy Mondays.
It's
Yeah.
called Mom's Cafe, I think.
There we go.
I'll look it up for you.
Garrett, you need to get on getting that Mommy Mondays YouTube channel right now.
Oh, I reserved that the second she had the idea.
Good
Like, no,
man.
that shit is on fucking lock.
I have several just like on the back burner. I think there's one called Narcoleptic Television or something like that.
Can't sleep TV.
There we go. Can't sleep TV.
Yeah,
Narcoleptic.
I remember when you told me that idea, I was like, "That's fantastic," and you never did shit.
But I still have it. Can't
Narcolepsy is
sleep
when you
TV.
actually
Yeah, that's
fall
right.
asleep randomly.
Yeah, exactly.
Congrats.
Chrissy,
This is
in
when
the
you
chat,
fall asleep.
cafemom.com. Is that what
Mhm.
you're saying? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like, but she doesn't know how to make the video, so I'm gonna make the videos and then thing and everything, and like, I just hope there's a crossover. I hope she'll be like, I hope she'll get 1 million subscribers and then be like, just go check out my husband's YouTube channel and like, you know, like 5.
And then
Or
you're
have
gonna
you
get
on
cursed
the
so
challenge?
much.
yeah, there's like 5,000 people would be like, oh, I'll give him a pity subscribe. I'll just
Pity
Or, you know,
subscribe.
maybe she'll sit there and bitch about you, and they'll be like, "Who's he?"
Who's that motherfucker?
I like the pity
review his book
subscribe.
on Amazon and give him a 1
Pity
star
beat.
because he is giving Megan a hard time and she deserves better. I don't know who I'm imitating or mimicking right now. I genuinely
That-
do not know what.
That's actually that would be me watching
so crazy.
Mommy Mondays.
Do we still have live viewers after an hour and 44 minutes of this?
We have
Podcast.
more live viewers.
Yes, we
The
do.
live viewer count has just been increasing.
Because I'm looking at my watch. I have no place to go for the first time ever.
We were at 3 when we started. We're now at 12. We're just going to keep going until the number goes down, and then we're going to end off.
All right.
No, what else for 2015? I want to make my first feature film in 2015, and the first feature film that I want to make is going to be Touch, which is my first book,
Nice.
and I need to
I wanna
figure out
see
how I'm
Realm
going to do that.
Keepers as a comic book.
Say again?
I want to see Realm Keepers as a comic. I want to see Realm Keepers as a video game.
I want to see Scott's books as a graphic novel.
Yeah, I'm actually looking on DeviantArt right now. Try to get these, or at least one of these, made into a graphic novel. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Aren't you on DeviantArt, Scott?
I am now, as of today.
I am too. We should become friends.
I don't like you that much.
Okay.
Just
Terrible thing to say.
It's okay. I understand. I get that a lot.
it's okay. I can say it. It's the end of the year.
That's right. It doesn't matter after the.
It's all good. It's all good from here.
January 1st just like erases the whole thing.
Just
Yeah,
clean
that's
slate.
how it works.
Clean slate. Hey, sad best bud.
I'm like, yeah. Aren't you on DeviantArt? Fuck.
Damn it! I can't avoid this question for a whole other year.
Everybody says
fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. My God, day after, I almost said day after yesterday. Day after tomorrow.
I have to go do all my Christmas shopping tomorrow.
That is fantastic.
I have to go buy
Yeah.
so many no. But I have to go hang out with family. No.
I'm gonna be alone.
I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch a lot of holiday. No.
You're gonna watch Die Hard. That's a holiday movie. Die Hard
Die
is
Hard
the best
two.
Lethal
Christmas
Weapon.
movie ever.
Die
Die
Hard.
Hard.
Die Harder. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Die Already.
You know what else is happening in 2015? That's not necessarily me, but I'm super, super excited about. Megan, my wife, has been running a daycare in our house for the last almost 3 years now. The daycare is closing.
Really?
Yeah.
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 January 1st or 3rd is the last day
Oh.
of the daycare. It's like an end of an era. Literally, I have parents coming to me and being like, "Is there anything you could say to Megan that would like make her keep the daycare open. And I'm like, I don't fucking want the daycare to be open. Like, you have no idea what the daycare does to our fucking lives. Like, taking care of your fucking kids 12 hours a goddamn day is a fucking draining experience, and I'm glad that it is going to be done. I love your kids. Your kids are awesome individually.
This show
En
has
masse?
just gone too far.
What?
The show has just gone too far.
I know. We're like, what are we even talking about anymore? We should actually probably end off. We hit the 90-minute mark, which is a good time to end any show. Oh, and we're down to 10 live viewers.
All right.
Yeah, because Matt said he was leaving you.
Okay, best advice for 2015. Go.
Make good art.
Not it.
Don't pick
Which
your nose
is-
in public.
You know, Neil Gaiman said it, but I thought it was good advice.
Okay.
Always remember to wipe twice.
Twice? Wow, you have remarkably clean shits.
Yes, I do.
I just said,
Yeah.
Little known fact about my 2014 life. Let's talk about my bowel movements.
Okay, I will start because as I
Obviously
like
can't end the
I
show
always
here. We
feel
have
like
a whole
whenever
new
somebody
topic.
like presents a topic, which is like when I ask somebody, like we all create the topics for the show, right? Like I say, like, who wants to pick the topic, and like one of you will come up with it. And I feel like when you create a topic, like, you know what you mean, but other people don't always know what you mean. So I know what I mean, so I'm going to say this. Best advice, my personal advice for 2015. Whatever you've been working on, put it out there. I don't just mean finish writing the book. I mean edit it, get the cover design, and publish it in 2015. Get something out there. Because I know people who, when I first started listening to the Self-Publishing Podcast, were talking about the book that they were going to release, next month or 3 months from now, and they still haven't fucking released the book.
Mhm.
Whether you're a
Or the last
reader-
2 chapters of Gingerbread Man.
Right. Well, I've produced enough this year that I don't have to feel that bad about Gingerbread Man. I feel bad, but I don't have to feel that bad.
Okay.
You're just feeling bad about the times that you said you're going to get it done and then you didn't do it.
Yes, I do feel bad about that. Like, that's literally the limit of how bad I feel about it.
I know.
Because I'm like, no, you're right, I haven't done that. But look at all the fucking shit I've done. Like, look at this,
Look at the couch.
Look at my couch. Do you know how many times?
That's from
I don't
IKEA.
want to know. No, I just don't want to know.
That shit doesn't put itself together.
God, Chrissy, you have a filthy mind.
I do.
Black Lay looked like a Jackson
boy.
Pollock painting.
Yes. But no, seriously, for any creator out there, whether you've been working on a book forever, whether you've been wanting to start doing YouTube, whatever you want to do, get something done and put it out there, because you will never know if you're good or not, or whether that's actually what you want to do until you do it. And that I say that on my YouTube channel all the time, but that's my 2015 go get 'em,
My.
At least
Yay.
7 books next year, at least.
What'd you
What
say?
was that?
My goal for next year is at least 7 books.
Right, but your advice to other people.
Be awesome.
You're a nerd fighter, Scott.
We do what we
Don't
can.
forget to be awesome.
Don't forget to be awesome.
My advice would be take chances.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, my biggest chance this year was the vlog, and it terrified me, and I put it off for the longest time, but when I finally did it, it's become a great experience. And so I would say, try new things, even if you're afraid of them, do them, because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
I feel a stirring in my nether region. Is it that?
That's me.
Are you
Under my desk.
ass tickles again?
Those damn ass tickles.
My advice is to, walk the road that you want and be willing to have change if that's what's going to come about. And if that is what's going to come about, see if you can do both. Because that's what I'm doing. Though I want to be an author, I actually have started down another path as well. And I've decided to do two things at the same time. And it is. And I don't know.
It's a great moment. I'm legitimately sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think that everybody needs to really go for what they want to do in life, and take that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we should also end off with. Scott, did you? I thought his was be awesome.
Be awesome.
Be awesome. That's all I got.
You're gonna do that? Come on.
You want me to?
Be real.
Give us some epicness.
2 seconds. This is that scene in the first scene of the newsroom where he says, "I want a real answer for 2 seconds."
Real answer is I can rant for 15 minutes, but you want a tagline advice? I'd be awesome. That's the best. You want me to? I can rant. You want me to rant? I can rant.
Talk about how America is the greatest country in the world.
Oh,
You have
So,
started
good
us
night,
down
everyone.
this road, Zach.
It's been great.
I think we should end off with some Zach mining from Scott and I.
We can end off with more comments from my YouTube video.
you mean
that's fun.
if this is the last vlog or podcast of the year, we could end off the way we started with Zach drawing penises on stuff.
I did, didn't I? Hold on, I need a pen.
Get a pen, Zach, while Scott tries to come up with something real, which of course immediately obviates the realness of it.
Going to be 2015 before I come up with something real.
Enjoy your children.
There you go.
I'm
That's
at
a good
somebody
one.
else's house and I'm drawing on one of their bills.
Appreciate the life that you
fantastic.
have.
That's a good one. I like that.
More won't make it better.
Well,
That's what I got.
oh my God, Jay Chastain showed up in the chat 39 seconds ago saying, "I'm so late."
Extremely
And
late.
MaxiPad1 said socks with sandals, clearly referring to my Instagram photo where I posted myself in socks and sandals, saying, "I regret nothing." Because it was 51 degrees outside, and I was
regret
balls
everything.
ass cold. Hashtag balls ass cold. That hashtag was actually in my photo.
You're a terrible person.
But seriously, I know
Zach.
not everybody celebrates, but like Merry Christmas,
You're a
you
little-
know,
Or Happy Hanukkah. Or
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is
Kwanzaa.
that you do.
Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa.
Yeah. Christmas. What
is that
was the
word?
word? Yeah, that South Park invented. Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Kwana.
Kwanzaa.
Christmas Kwanzaa. Christmas Hana Kwanzaa.
Okay,
I think it was.
Scott said it like 15 times.
I can't do this.
He
anymore.
said it wrong. He said
I
it
didn't.
wrong. He
You're
said
not doing it any better.
Well, I'm not doing it better, but I'm doing it a different,
can do, I can do better.
doing a different kind of wrong.
I hate you.
Your wrong's not better than my wrong.
We're both wrong.
For the Christmas season, Scott's gonna mime my message to you guys.
I was gonna say Merry Festivus, but okay.
Festivus is good too.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Christmas Hana Kwanzaa.
Scott.
Is this going down, Zach?
It's going down.
Is this?
Okay.
I'm
All right,
gonna do.
Hold on, I'm gonna load Zach up on the screen, and now go.
Hello,
And he's
everybody.
muted.
I just want to
He's-
wish you
Chrissy,
the
shut up.
best fucking Christmas ever, and a happy New Year, and get fucking drunk, and maybe punch somebody in the face. But here's for going to jail. Maybe get your testicles tickled just a wee little bit by the small man in the corner. Is that good? Mind the
That was pretty
state
good. I
children.
was happy with that. I was pleased with the way
and
that
that was
came
way
out.
better than the first time.
Yeah, it was much better than the first time. My God, I had to step in the first time. I felt no need to do so.
You
Seriously,
did a good job, though.
I thought I did an excellent job. Whether whether
Zach is
you
a
are
voice with
watching
accent.
the live video now and generally watch the live video, or whether you're an audio listener, the storytelling podcast has legitimately been one of my favorite things throughout the year. And though we haven't done it every week, it was always really good to be. Like, literally, sometimes I sat down to start broadcasting the show with this feeling of, God, I just really need this right now. Because something wasn't going the way that I wanted it to go, or I was really frustrated with things and everything. And it's been really nice to sit down and just bullshit with friends and have other friends tune in on YouTube and contribute to the bullshitting. So, thank you. Chrissy, I don't know what you're referring to in the chat, but what, Chrissy? I'll call you out on this. What was a penis? What exactly was a penis?
Her drawing. It was either a penis or a space
Yeah,
skateboard.
I was gonna say it looked like a spaceship to
ending
me.
point. God damn it! I was so ready to end on that nice little sentimental high note.
You didn't have to ask.
Yeah, but I'm fucking come on.
You're being
Pouring my
sincere.
heart out here.
I'm gonna,
My six pack right here.
I'm gonna say that storyteller. I'm so glad you invited me to be part of Storytelling Podcast. This is one of my favorite times of the week when we do it.
Chrissy, I
well.
don't know if we told you this, but you were actually our first choice of our replacement, and then we went through all these women. We're like, okay, and then no, seriously, and then we went through all these people, and then we're like, you know what? Yeah, Chrissy is the best person to have.
You did go through other women?
Yeah, we went through all the women.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
And you know what? Surprisingly, Chrissy, that was also his proposal.
Yep. Listen, you were always my first pick.
You're so romantic.
I went all through the women.
And then I was like,
All of them.
no, she is actually. She is the best.
Yeah. And I got
You
it.
guys are just the most romantic. Your
Just
wives are so
just like
lucky.
we got Chrissy.
Oh my God.
And Scott, I didn't even know you were going to be on the show. So
You know what?
that was an
Ditto.
email from Garrett saying, "Hey, I'm adding Scott." And I was like, "All right."
And I'm adding Scott because sometimes all three of us. Sometimes.
And I'm like, "Who's Steve?"
Steve.
I get that a lot. Or Kevin.
I think that
it's
legitimately
pretty
happened.
Kevin.
I think he was like,
that
wait,
didn't
who's?
happen.
I think
Only
it-
when you let your hair down and then you look a little more like Kevin.
Look like Kevin then. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! But seriously, thank you to the audience. We really do have the best audience because, and I would say that with a caveat on because we always have been a takeoff on the self-publishing podcast, and they do have an awesome audience. But their audience actually expects things from them and wants useful information and shit. Fuck that shit. Seriously, fuck that shit. I love our audience. I think
So
our
do
audience is the best, and I think you guys are just the best.
Oh, thanks, man.
Aww.
I love you
No.
too, bro.
I love you too, bro.
No, I love you.
I love
man.
no, I love you.
love you.
I love
No, you don't even know. I love you, man.
And on that note, I'm going to bring an end to this truly a travesty of a podcast.
I don't feel that way.
Greatly apologize to anybody who listened to this year-end episode, and at the same time, I thank you so much for being here. We will be back in 2015 at an undisclosed date. I don't have any idea when it's going
Probably January.
to be. Yeah, we'll
We'll
figure
announce
that
it on Twitter.
It'll be in January.
Watching.
In the meantime, you can find me at GarrettBRobinson.com. Zach is at ZCBulger.com. Chrissy is at ChrissyMoss.com. And Scott is at TheShroudMachine.com. We'll see you next year, everybody. Thank you so much for an amazing 365 days. Good night.
Penis.
Penis.